When I was 12 years old, I lived with my mom in an apartment. She worked sometimes late at night and other times during the day until night. One of the days where she worked through the day, I came home from school, ate, and went into the dining room where, for whatever reason, we decided to keep the computer. I sat there going through the usual sites and even ended up reading some lamely made horror stories people posted. I remember it was cold and it had been raining most of the day. At some point, I felt uncomfortable. That dumb paranoid fear I think that we all get at least every now and again. The one that tells us that somebody is watching us. Of course, 9 out of 10 times when you look around, like a potential victim in a horror movie, you see absolutely nothing is there. You then feel a mixture of relief and stupidity for looking in the first place. Seriously, what do you expect to see? I ignored the feeling for a good 15 minutes, but it kept going. I then noticed something out of the corner of my eye. I looked towards the double glass doors leading outside. At the end of the property line, which wasn't all too far from our apartment, there was a very tall fence. Leaning against this fence stood a tall, rather fat and balding man. He wore a pathetically outdated Hawaiian shirt, khaki shorts, and no shoes. He was just standing there, with his hands in his pockets and dead staring right towards me. At first, I figured he wasn't there at all. I looked away, counted to 10, then looked back again. He still stood there, staring directly at me, never blinking. I tried to tell myself he wasn't looking at me, but he was, just standing there in the cold fall weather, pouring rain, wearing clothes that one normally didn't wear in this type of weather, and staring right at me. Never blinking, only slightly rocking back and forth as he stared at me. This naturally scared the hell out of me. I ran and hid in the bathroom for a good 15 minutes. Don't ask me why I thought this was the best option. I was 12, home alone, and the man was scaring the shit out of me. When I did come back out, I had figured he'd still be there, or maybe even closer to the house. Sad to say, for the supposed climax of the story, he wasn't there. He was just gone. I still had no idea what that was about, but it's always made me paranoid about looking out windows.